everyone, welcome back to Teacher with Wings and welcome back to yet another video. Well, today's video is something that I'm making very impromptu. I'm in the middle of my semester exams and आज थोड़ा पढ़ने वढ़ने का मन कर नहीं रहा था because the paper did not actually go that well. So I thought let's just divert my mind and do something that I truly love doing, which is making something for you all. So hi everyone, if you're coming to my channel for the first time, then my name is Anuradha and I'm a student of MBA HR. I'm doing it from SIMS Pune and this is my small community where I talk about my MBA years and I'm just on a mission to make it easier and more impactful for anyone out there who's planning to do the MBA maybe like right now or maybe sometime in the future. So उसी जर्नी को आगे लेके जाके I am almost at the end of my first year. So I just thought that why should I not make one series video talking about what were my expectations and how exactly the things were in this entire 1 year. So this is going to be more of a reality check for anyone out there who is almost all set to join the MBA course, or maybe you're gonna do it in some time in future. So yes, it's going to be my expectation versus reality video and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. It's going to include a lot of small informal kind of components of my life as well, because not everything is so serious and so beautiful, especially when you are in a course which gives you a lot of placements and all of these competitions. So it's not really very good all the time. So I'm going to talk about all of those things in small little snippets throughout this series. So I'm sure it is going to be a very candid interaction, though it's going to be one way because I don't have the infrastructure to actually make it both the sides, but you can do it by dropping down your views in the comment section and I would love to read them. I'd love to respond to them as well if you have any question. So चलते हैं मेरे first important thing के बारे में about which I would definitely love to talk is why did I choose to do an MBA. So again, especially in this post-COVID era, you would have heard a lot of people talking about doing something that they never did in their life, or finally doing something for which they were waiting for a very long period of time and then finally they had the time to brainstorm it and do it. So for me as well, it was exactly the same situation. I also wanted to do my MBA like very early in my 20s. I did not do it because I just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. I had a job in my hand, it was paying me well, the environment was amazing, but obviously when COVID happened and we all went for that work from home module, that is when I thought that, if I can do something to actually make my career a little better or a little different, and that's where I sat down and thought that okay, let's do it with this MBA thing and let's get it started. So when I was getting into the course, I was under the impression that everybody out there is very clear with the fact that why are they doing an MBA. But trust me, the reality is a lot of people are just figuring it out. It's not really so that everybody knows why they are doing their MBAs. A lot of people are still in the process of, trying and fixing or, trying and understanding what is the reason and what is the output they would be getting post their MBA. So if you're someone who is in category 1, who's like absolutely clear why you're doing your MBA, that's a great thing. But at the same point of time, if you're someone who belongs to category B, wherein you're just trying to figure it out, it's again going to be amazing, because sometimes when you get into the process, when you actually start putting yourself at the first place to learn, then the things that you get in return are way better than what you ever thought of. So yes, so it's okay, it's absolutely fine to not have a very concrete answer to the question, why are you doing an MBA? That brings me to another interesting question which I have heard almost like my entire batch going through and being asked through different different recruiters and different people. It's like, which specialization do you wish to go for? Now again, I have talked about this at length in one of my video where I have tried to just tell you that what's the reason or what should be your thought process before coming across this big decision that what should be your specialization. If you have it, it's great, but if you don't have it, it's absolutely fine. A lot of people, when they get into the college, they go through all the specializations, they go through that very clear understanding of what are the expectations of a certain specialization and what are the career opportunities, and then they make a decision. And not just that, they also have the liberty to change their specialization till the time they are not yet placed in a company. So if you're someone who's coming with that inquisitive mind, I won't even use the word confused, because I think that would be a very negative connotation to this emotion. If you're very inquisitive because you're not yet clear on that one decision, where do you want to go, and you're open for making a decision once you get into your MBA years, it's going to be great, because till the time you haven't kept any negativity at the back of your mind, you would definitely be able to make a much better and much healthier decision in terms of your specialization. Talking about myself, I wanted to do HR because number one, I definitely did a cancelling it out process, wherein I was very clear that what are the places where I would not be able to take myself to the level 10 years, 20 years, or maybe like 50 years down the lane, depending I'm graced with that long of career years. So I did not take that one, and then I also considered my skills and my previous job, the expectations of that, the kind of roles I was doing over there, and that's where I found a lot of similarity and a synergy meeting up between those things, those skills and those responsibilities, and what I could be doing or what I could do justice to, provided I get into the HR domain. That was my second realization once I came into the college, that not everyone is very clear with what specialization they need to go to or what specialization they should be going to. So if there is anyone out there who's trying to look down upon you by saying, dude, you're doing an MBA and you haven't decided which specialization you want to do it, just say, shh. It's okay to find out, it's okay to figure it out, and it's not necessary that you have a very concrete answer to that. Now my third thing about which I will be talking in this video, and I'll end the video here because I want to make it a series, so I don't want to bombard you with a lot of my myth busters at just one point. So it'll be again a lot of other things, so stay tuned to the channel. My third very important thing which I realized to be true once I joined the MBA is, please come out of this thought process that if you come from a certain background, it's going to be an advantage to you. I have a roommate, she comes from the science background, and I also have a roommate, she comes from a commerce background. So, and I come from an arts background. So, I have experience of almost all the three different verticals which are relevant or which were there out there when we were in the school years. Now the education policy has changed, so there's a lot of mix and match available. Hamare time mein wo nahi tha, right? So I know that there are areas where my roommate, who is great in science, who comes from science, she's doing much better. There are places where the one who comes from the commerce background, she is very comfortable, and then there are also places where I am doing well. So again, your background can only be a compliment to you. It can never be an hindrance. The kind of subjects that you get to study in MBA and the kind of question papers or assignments, or even for that matter even the semester exams that you're giving, they are not at all inclined to one particular subject or one particular stream totally. Like today we had a paper of operations research, though it is something which you would study, if I'm not wrong, probably in mechanical engineering. So someone coming from an engineering background will definitely have an edge in this particular subject. But then we also have subjects like learning and development, social media marketing, and so many other things. So if you're someone who is a creative soul, maybe you come from the arts background, maybe for you to navigate your ideas and put it across would be easier. So yes, in that big quantum of like around 14, 15, or in the second semester I think it goes around 16. I myself have lost track ki kitne subjects hai hamare. So in this whole quantum, in this whole bunch of like 14, 15 subjects, every specific specialization gives you an advantage, but at the same point of time, it doesn't take away your ability to perform in a certain way, provided you're in a certain specialization in a certain subject. So again, till the time you are convinced with the fact that even if I come from the arts background, I'll be able to do great in my MBA years, you're gonna do it. And till the time you don't come out with that inhibition in your mind that I come from the science background and I'm gonna be like, dude, ऐसे झंडे गाड़ दूंगा मैं, तो you're gonna be amazing. So Moral of the story is whatever specialization or whatever stream you had in your school years, in your college years, it is just something which gives you a complementary asset while you're doing your MBA, because this whole bunch of like 15-16 subjects that you're exposed to, it is going to test a lot of your things. तो ये था मेरा academic से related 3 reality versus expectation kind of a video. I'm sure you're gonna like it. Then the next one, I'm going to talk about my hostel life. बहुत सारे लोगों ने मुझे पूछा है हॉस्टल टूर दो, हॉस्टल में क्या क्या होता है वो बताओ, this that and everything. तो उसमें कुछ फन वीडियोस भी मैं ऐड करने वाली हूँ. I don't know how much of that would appeal to you, because I want to keep it like more of a professional layout where I talk about the serious aspects, but what's the fun when you're not adding some of those aspects as well. So the next one is going to be about my hostel life, reality versus expectations. Stay tuned to that. Have a lot of positivity inside of you, because trust me, till the time you're convinced that you are going to do great, even if 1 or 2 things knock you down in the process, or maybe like one fine day is not a great day for you, you'll be doing amazingly when you look into the bigger picture of life. And that is exactly what MBA is all about, and that's exactly what Teacher with Wings is all about. Stay tuned to the channel. If you're coming to the channel for the first time, have a look at the content. If you think that it is somewhat relatable to you, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. और हर बार अगर कर रहे हो, यहाँ पे बार बार आते हो, देखते हो, तो please थोड़ा सा share वगैरह करो. Let me see a little bit of traction and growth in my platform as well. That was it for today. I really hope this Dil Ki Baat touched your heart as well. If it did, then you know what you have to do. Bye-bye for now. Keep that energy. Be very positive. It's just gonna be okay. Trust me on that.